What's good, everybody, man? It's your boy Banco Boxing, and today I'll be talking about Adrien Broner's Ultimatum to Showtime. Stay tuned. What's good, everybody, man? It's your boy Banco Boxing. Hey, if it's your first time on the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, man. It's your boy Banco Boxing, and I'm back in this thing, man. Hope y'all doing good in this quarantine. We almost out. But anyway, man, let's get down to it. You know, Adrien Broner's been leaving a lot of cryptic messages to Stephen Espinoza and the folks at Showtime about, you know, his demands on what he wants on his next fight. So he basically said on an Instagram post, you'll see it right here, right now already on the screen, but it says, if I don't get 10 mil my next fight, I'm not fighting. So Showtime Boxing, Al Heyman, that's where I'm at with this boxing stuff. Or I'll just go do my own thing and start over. I'll be champion again. Right? In the caption it says, I'm not playing games. Y'all put me up against the best in the world, and I never turned down the fight. Now it's time to come correct or leave me alone. But I will become champion again, and I promise I'm going to go make y'all pay double the price. Hashtag about billions. So, hey, you know, as you guys could know, hate it or love it, Adrien Broner is something that shout out to Coach Casey and Roosevelt, but I had a football banquet one time, man, and Coach Casey introduced Roosevelt. He said, Roosevelt, this guy never met a fight he didn't want. And that's Adrien Broner. You know what I'm saying? He fought everybody. He fought everybody they put in front of him, people that's always been bigger than him. He fought them, didn't complain or nothing. You had other guys that's been at one weight division their whole career doing a runaround on why they can't fight somebody. But when it comes to Adrien Broner, he's fought all the best guys, and you'll see, because the guys he fights, they'll keep on, most of them keep on winning afterwards, besides the ones, you know, he really beat bad and they had been the same. And that's all high-level competition. You can't ask for a better competitor. I'm sorry, guys. I would also say Adrien Broner is a throwback fighter. Now, granted, far as the way he goes about fighting and handles himself. Now, far as him in the ring and probably just being as dedicated to his craft, I always see him working. He work hard, but he reminds me of some of those players like from other sports that, you know, it just doesn't come together when the lights are on. But at the end of the day, he's entertaining. He sells tickets and people know him. Adrien Broner is probably about one outside of Floyd, Manny Pacquiao, Canelo, maybe AJ and Deontay Wilder now. The next thing to, you know, a household name in boxing. Everybody knows AB. And you know this because AB has, like, I think, what, 4 losses now? Let's see. Mikey Garcia, Sean Porter, Marcos Maidana, and Manny Pacquiao. Yeah, so 4 losses. And people still come out to see him. People still support him at the press conference. You know why? He sells. He's a person. AB is his moniker, and he knows how to milk it well. So he's an asset to Showtime. And Showtime needs Adrien Broner because, truth be told, nobody's watching Showtime boxing anymore. But nobody going to talk about that. There's only a couple people on here that's been talking about how Showtime ain't that invested in boxing. And you can tell they're not that invested in boxing. They need to get it together. They need to pay AB his money because he's worth that. Name me a fighter that around that weight class that has the resume of AB, that sells tickets like AB, that brings fans in like AB, that everybody knows. You can't name them. Even Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, yes, better fighters than AB at this current moment in time, but they don't have a fan base of an Adrien Broner. And that's not a punchline. Those are real facts. Shout out to Conceited on that. So, I mean, I think they should give Adrien Broner $10 million or else I see him going to the Zone. The Zone has been throwing the bag. Think about it. They gave Jesse Vargas a deal, Tevin Farmer a deal, Canelo, Triple G, Devin Haney. Come on now. If AB goes over there, he's their biggest fighter outside of Canelo and AJ. And they'll probably throw AB 20 mil or something like that to get his money. You see this 10 million? Like, that thing also people not bringing up is Showtime and, well, really PBC as a whole don't have the money behind them because they squandered the money earlier, overpaying a lot of fighters for fights, and it didn't pan out the way they did. They didn't They gave fighters the the leeway to do what they want with their career. And yes, I think that's a great idea. However, when those fighters don't want to make the best fights and make the ratings pop, you get a bad product overall. So AB might mosey on to the zone, and the zone is gonna see him as an investment. They're gonna put him in 2 or 3 winnable fights, and people gonna say, "Oh yeah, he's tuning up." But what I will say is, if Adrien Broner can get some wins behind his belt, that confidence might come back. That confidence, because Adrien Broner is still young enough to where, if he's fighting regularly, that's another thing the zone is good at. The zone is gonna have Adrien Broner fighting regularly. Like Tevin Farmer fought a lot. That's why, granted, Tevin Farmer's not the best, but he does pretty good because his body stay active. If you know anything that has to do with sports, if you don't stay active, you're not going to be as good as you was if you played and practiced every day and worked on your craft and this and that. You're just not going to be as good. These boxers on PBC fighting once a year, twice a year, getting too big in between camps, and they don't have a schedule. Therefore, their body is doing whatever it wants. But you put Adrien Broner on a schedule, let him fight a long time ago. A lot of times, that's one of the reasons why he turned down that Rock Nation deal a long time ago. He wanted to fight a lot of times in a year, and they only had him slated to fight whatever. You put that with Adrien Broner, couple that up with his natural innate ability. Like shout out to Wood, Stay Real TV. Wood pointed this out. For a fighter who don't throw their hands, Adrien Broner still does very good and fights with A-level competition. And if you watch Adrien Broner, he has skills. Like you look at his, if you go look up his amateur record, very good amateur record. You see why they moved him the way they did so early on, because he was a lot better than everybody else his age. Skills wise, he can pretty much do it all. It's really only a mind thing. And I think Kevin Cunningham could possibly still get that out of him, because granted, he had a draw with Jesse Vargas and lost to Pac-Man, but he still did very good in those fights, better than the Mikey Garcia fight. Threw more punches than Jesse Vargas in that fight. Manny Pacquiao, he was in very good shape, moved around a lot, caught Pacquiao with the right shots, but just did not throw enough. That's how he loses. But I said all this to say this, man. They need to pay AB about billions. The problem, the can man, they need to pay AB, bro. For real, man. Pay the man. He deserves his money, and it is what it is. And if you made this far in the video, make sure you share this on your social media. Hate, comment, like, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram. It's your boy Banco Boxing. I'm out.